Hello, my name is Tanish Jain and my roll number is 21AE10039, and for DIY week 3 assignment I would be opening a multimeter. So this multimeter is currently not in working condition, as you can see that there is no zeros here. So this multimeter is a very handy instrument in electronics branch, as it can measure voltages, currents, resistance. It can also check continuities in a circuit. So the four major modes of this multimeter are this V dash dot 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 means it can measure DC voltage when put in this mode. So it can measure DC voltages of 200 millivolts to 1000 volts. Then it can measure this V tilde mode means it can measure AC voltage. So the AC voltage can have RMS under 750 volt or under 200 volt. So based on that, this can measure accordingly. And then it can measure AC current, DC current, of ranges 2000 microampere to 10 amperes. And then it can measure this resistances from 2000 into 10 cube up to 200 to 2000 into 10 cube ohms. It can also measure the continuity in a circuit. If this was working, it would produce a beep sound if the circuit is good enough. And it can also plot a graph on the screen based on this oscillometer here. So there are three probes. So one of the probes is common. So here there would be this black mode, as it is directly connected to ground basically. So to measure this voltages, we would put it in this V probe, and the red probe would go in this V terminal and not in the A terminal. And if we have to measure the amperage here, we have to put this into this terminal, otherwise this multimeter would blow off, like what happened when I tried to measure amperage while this probe was in this V terminal. So basically this is how a multimeter works. So now I would open it. So there are two screws here on the bottom. So I would just open this now. After opening, as you can see, the battery is not connected because the circuit was already blown off. So I just disconnected the battery. So this is the circuit here. Basically this is the sensor which beeps when we are checking the continuity here. And there is this LED screen, which would display the calculated results. And this is the main circuit, a collection of these capacitors and resistances, and this here is connected to here, this battery, like this, and this are where the probes are connected. So as you can see, there is this one capacitor here, if it is visible, this capacitor which was blown off when I connected the red probe into the V terminal and measured amperage. So basically this amperage is like an ammeter. It has a parallel resistance, and suddenly you change it, so that's never going to happen. So this capacitor just blown off. So yeah, just let me just put it back in. So yeah, this is the multimeter.